Hey guys, it's me, Jessica, and I wanted to talk to you today about signs. And what I was thinking about this morning when my kids were asked to bring a coloring book into school today because it's the last week of school, they're going to be coloring for part of their day. And I realized that we don't really have that many coloring books. And the kids were asking me, Mom, why don't we really have any coloring books? And they quickly realized that my one son, my oldest son, said, Mom, we never really used coloring books because you always just taught us to use paper and to draw and to use our imagination and to draw whatever we wanted and not really, and he didn't use these words, but have the structure of the coloring book. So my kids were never really into coloring books like that. They always used blank paper and they just created. And that really kind of hit me as to, wow, when I was growing up, I had coloring books. We all used coloring books. But I've taught my kids to kind of think outside the box and to create, use your brain and do whatever you want. And in thinking about that, it has a lot of alignment with my own life and thinking about what I've done in my life and basically not going so much with the norm of having the 9-to-5 job and doing all the things that are so structured in the world that things have to be a certain way that society says it has to be, but kind of create the life that I want to live according to how I want it to be and the way that makes me happy. And I was thinking about the little tiny cues that are these tiny little signs that come to you in a day. Your day can be so busy, it can be so full of so much stimuli that it's so easy to just rush and go and do all of these things. But are you really present to what is right in front of you? If you take the time to slow down and really think about what's in front of you and make meaning out of things that could seem ordinary, how would that lead you to new opportunities? And the one way to do that is by manifesting and to ask for something in the universe that you are looking for, because that's attuning your brain to think about something on this certain track, and then you'll be looking for those certain signs, for example. But sometimes things kind of come out of nowhere, seemingly. For example, recently, I had started to notice that a lot of my clients and people surrounding me were pastors, and they were people who were working in and around the church. And I'm not a person who normally goes to church. I'm not a religious person. I would say that I'm a spiritual person. But it was enough that I'm starting to see these symbols of a pastor had reached out to me and had asked me to go to his church. And I'm starting to see, I found a charm on the ground, and it was a little piece of jewelry, and I picked it up and it said Jesus. And I'm having dreams that are related, and I'm feeling lately that I was being called to go to church. And that's something really out of the norm for me. And so it was enough for me to realize that there's something going on here that maybe I need to listen. And so I took my entire family and we all went to church last week. And it was an amazing time. met a lot of great people, and I think that there's a lot of great opportunity there. And I'm going to see where that leads, but I have some ideas of why I need it, and I think that that is a great thing. But are there signs that are in your life that are leading you to different opportunities that are very, very subtle, that you may take upon the opportunity that it's leading you to, and then when you do it, you realize, oh my gosh, like, I can't believe that this happened. And it was all because you listened to whatever the sign was. You need to really hone in on these little things and take note of it and follow it, because when we do get signs from the universe, they are really, really subtle sometimes. So just be aware and just look at it and try it out. See where it leads, see where it goes. And let me know where it takes you. And I'll let you know what comes out of mine.